Are you struggling to customize the height of your navigation bar in iOS 11? You're not alone. Many developers are facing this challenge, and today, we're going to tackle it together. I totally get how frustrating it can be when you want to make your app look just right, but the tools you rely on seem to be working against you. This is a common issue that many developers have encountered since the iOS 11 update. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One developer recently asked, how can I customize the navigation bar height now that the size that fits method is not called from UI navigation bar subclasses? If this sounds familiar, stick around as we explore some solutions. So, what's going on here? With iOS 11, Apple made some changes that affect how navigation bars behave. The size that fits method is no longer called, which can lead to glitches and incorrect insets when you try to change the frame. Let's break this down further. And don't go anywhere. I have a great workaround to share at the end that will help you customize your navigation bar height effectively. To customize the navigation bar height in iOS 11, the user should start by creating a subclass of UI navigation bar. This subclass will allow for more control over the layout. Next, the user should override the layout subviews method in their subclass. This is where they can adjust the frame of the navigation bar to the desired height. After that, the user needs to ensure that the navigation bar's items are laid out correctly. This can be done by adjusting the insets of the navigation items. Finally, the user should implement this custom navigation bar in their view controller. This will ensure that the new height is applied throughout the app. Fun fact, did you know that the first iPhone was released in 2007? It's amazing how far we've come in mobile development since then. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution from another user suggests that, in addition to overriding layout subviews and set frame, you should utilize the UI view controller's additional safe area insets property. This can help prevent your resized navigation bar from hiding any content. That's it for that response. Let's explore another one. An alternative solution provided by another user involves overriding the layout subviews method in your custom UI navigation bar. This method adjusts the frame of the bar background to ensure it scales correctly with the view. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative solution provided by another user involves creating a subclass of UI navigation bar. They override the layout subviews method to adjust the frame of the bar background. This user sets the origin of the background to -20 and the height to 64 pixels. They also suggest positioning the navigation bar lower than the status bar by initializing it with a frame that starts at the origin point of 0 for the x-axis and 20 for the y-axis. That's all on that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative approach shared by another user involves adding a custom view beneath the navigation bar. This method works well for standard navigation bars, but may not be suitable for large titles. The user suggests creating a UI view as the title view, adding an image view inside it, and removing the shadow line under the navigation bar. The user provides a detailed code example that includes setting up the extended view, a separator line, and a username label. They emphasize anchoring these elements correctly to achieve the desired layout. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative solution from another user suggests creating a custom navigation bar class. They recommend hard-coding the height to 90 pixels, which works for both iOS 11 and earlier versions. However, they caution that this approach may require adjustments for different content types, like using a search bar. To implement this custom navigation bar, you can subclass UI navigation controller and specify your custom nav bar class. This allows you to maintain the desired height and layout for your navigation bar. Here's the workaround I promised. If you need to adjust the height dynamically, consider using a combination of layout constraints and manual frame adjustments to achieve the perfect look. And there you have it. With these methods, you should be able to customize your navigation bar height in iOS 11 without any glitches. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on iOS development.